Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to provide a quick overview of activelylearn.com. This is a website that I've been using for a couple years now for blended learning, but some of you might be interested as we transition to remote learning during this time. And before we jump into it, make sure that you subscribe to my website so that you can get more tutorials and how-to articles by me right to your inbox. And make sure that you like and subscribe. So when you get to the website, you'll be able to create your free educator account here. Right now, Actively Learn is providing free premium accounts to all teachers due to the coronavirus outbreak and school shutdowns. Once you're in, you can head over to your workspace. Your workspace is where you will keep all of your assignments. You can share them with others or star them to pin to the top of your workspace. And depending on the subjects that you have signed up to teach, your topics will show up right over here. So I'm teaching U.S. history, and as you can see, they've broken it down very nicely by era or time period. And so we're currently here. And you'll see that they have a wealth of very rigorous textbooks, articles, primary sources, videos. They have a lot of information here for you to work with. Mine are popping up as high school level texts. Depending on where you signed up, you'll be able to find elementary or middle school sources as well. Over here on the left-hand side, you can navigate to create new classes. I'm going to show you my demo class here. This is an article I will be assigning in about a week or two. On the teacher end, you can see how many questions students have answered. You can check the time, the pacing, how many questions they've gotten through. You can, when you have students working, actually go through and grade their work as they go. Open-ended questions can be graded on a rubric scale as basic, proficient, advanced. You can type in feedback to let them know how their answer compares to the rubric, and you can send questions back so that students have a chance to master them. And so now I'll jump in and show you what the student view looks like. Here's an example of what students will see. You can add pre-reading questions, a summary for students if they need jumpstart. We've got background knowledge building, lots of images, rich questions built in, and of course you can add your own questions as well. We have resources to support vocabulary in the comments bar. And like I said, we have open-ended questions. We have multiple choice questions. You can add a poll to gauge student opinions or understanding. We've got map support, etc. A couple of other features that you can use in the text. There are dyslexia-friendly settings so that you can help students across a wide spectrum of learning ability. You can make the font smaller, larger, you can change the background color, you can add paragraph numbering or remove it, you can space out the lines, make them closer depending on your age group. Students can also do a lot of these as well for their comfort. Last feature I'll show you is the grading and gradebook feature. I cannot show you my gradebook because my students' names are in there and my demo class does not have any grades. But they do allow a breakdown of student data. I put myself in here. They give me some recommendations on how to help students struggling in some of these areas. And then there's class data. I'm going to jump into another class so that you can see what this looks like. They break it down by standard or depth of knowledge, whichever your district follows. And proficiency by content. So if you're teaching science, they might break this down by module. In history, they can break it down by informational or news or literature if you're teaching English. And so they have a lot of different data points for you to really hone in on skills and help your students. This is just a quick overview. If you're interested in a more depth how-to or a setup or a best practices video, please make sure to add that in the comments below so that I can help you all navigate through this time. Again, you can find me at rachelpriori.com or on Instagram at rachelprioriblog. Let me know what your questions are. Add your tips, add your tricks. We're happy to all be in this together.